that is the shampoo. Now, what are the shampoos? Shampoos are nothing but preparation of surfactants. Okay, so you want to apply, like in your lipstick, what you want to do is you want to apply colors to the lips. You have to impart colors to the lips. In shampoo, what you have to do is you have to impart the surfactants onto the hair. Okay, and why do you want to apply these surfactants onto the hair? In order to remove the grease, dirt, skin debris, oils, etc. that is present onto the skin. Okay, it may be the environmental dirt, it may be the skin debris, it may be dandruff in some cases. Okay, you want to remove all the unwanted things that are accumulated on your hair and on your scalp. Okay, so all the unwanted things that are accumulated on your hair and your scalp have to be removed. Hence, what you do is you want some surfactant to remove that. So what you're doing is you are putting that surfactant in the formulation which is known as a shampoo. And they are prepared. This form can be in the form of liquid, it can be in the form of solid, or it can be in the form of powders. Okay, it can be in any form. And those you are applying now to the hair in order to remove the unwanted grease, dirt, and skin debris. So, what is the definition of a shampoo? It is a preparation of surfactants, that is the surface active agents. Surfactants are nothing but surface active agents or surface active material in suitable form. This form may be liquid, solid, or powders, which when used or which when applied in specific condition, okay, like you take water, you rub it on the hair, then it is able to remove the grease, surface grease, dirt, and skin debris from the skin shaft. Okay, skin shaft is nothing but the part of the hair which is above the skin. Okay, so this part of the hair which is above the skin is nothing but the skin shaft. So you want to remove the skin grease, dirt, skin debris, dandruff, etc. whatever is present on the skin shaft or whatever is present on the scalp. So if there is something that is present on the scalp or the dirt that is present on the skin shaft, then you want to remove this with the help of this surfactants. So shampoo helps in order to cleanse, okay, the hair that is present, okay, onto your head, onto your scalp, right? What is the requirement of the shampoo? Shampoos are basically used for removing the dirt. So the first requirement is it should completely remove the dust or soil or sebum. Sebum is nothing but the oil which is secreted by your skin, by your scalp, okay, over here. So it should completely remove the dust, it should completely remove the soil, it should completely remove the oil, that is sebum, or any other fatty substances, okay, that is produced or that is accumulated onto your hair. Second thing is it should produce foam. The foam is a very good psychological, what you call that, requirement from the user point of view, from the customer point of view. A customer feels that jitna jada foam, utna jada it is having a very good cleansing property. Okay, hence, which is a myth. Okay, foam has nothing to do with the cleansing property, but it is definitely helps in what you call that dispersion of your surfactant onto the hair. It helps in that, definitely. But it also should produce a very good foam, which is a very good psychological requirement of your user. It should get easily removed on rinsing with water. You are applying it onto the hair, isn't it? You are applying it on the scalp, and when you put water onto it, it should get easily removed from it along with the dirt. It should leave your hair non-dry, soft, lustrous, manageable, which is very important, because once you apply the shampoo, then the hair are not manageable enough. Okay, with the minimum fly off, you will find that the volume of the hair it increases. Okay, once you are applying the shampoo, we are definitely going to see the reason why it increases. Then it should impart pleasant fragrance to the hair. Okay. Next, it should not cause any side effects or irritation to the skin or eye, isn't it? Once you are taking the shower, these shampoos are bound to go into your eyes, isn't it? It should not cause onto the skin further down. Okay, so it should not cause any irritation to your eyes also, and it should not cause any irritation to your skin also. Most important, this aspect is very important when you are preparing a baby shampoo. You should not make you are applying it with the help of hand. Okay, it is a surfactant. So surfactants basically are alkaline in nature. Okay, and if the surfactants is highly alkaline in nature, if the soap is highly alkaline in nature, then it makes your hand rough, okay, and chapped. Okay, so your shampoo should be such that it should not make your hands rough, and it should not cause the chapping of your hands. Okay, so basically it should not cause any irritation to the skin or eyes. It should not cause any side effects to your hand. Okay, so these are some of the requirements from a shampoo. Now, let us go to the formulation of a shampoo. What does the shampoo consist of? As I said, the shampoo is nothing but it consists of mainly of the surfactants. Okay, in order to remove the dirt, etc., these surfactants are being used. When you use surfactants, there are two types of surfactant. You have principal surfactant, okay, and you have a primary surfactant and you have a secondary surfactant. The primary surfactants provide basically the detergency and the foam, okay, and the foamability, whereas the sorry whereas the secondary surfactants, they provide detergency, they increase the detergency, they increase the permeability, and it also provides the conditioning or to the hair. We are going to see further what is detergency, what is conditioning, and how the surfactant provides this conditioning and detergency to your hair, okay, and how they remove the dirt. We are going to see it in the further slides. Apart from that, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me?
Audible.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. The next thing that you are using in formulation is your conditioning agents. Okay, basically the secondary surfactants also acts as the conditioning agent. As I said, hair conditioning. The secondary surfactants also acts as a conditioning agent. Then you have foam builder in order to satisfy the psychological need of the consumer. That is, it should produce foam. So you have foam builders. You have viscosity modifiers, so that when you take the product should be viscous in nature, so that when you take it in your hand, it should not get flow off, or when you are applying it on the hair, it should not just get removed easily. Okay, so you have viscosity modifiers in order to increase the viscosity. You have sequestering agent in the form of EDTA, etc., which is going to be useful if you are using hard water. Then you have opacifying agents. You are going to use clarifying agents, perfumes, preservatives, and also some ancillary products such as anti-dandruff products, etc., can be added to your shampoos. Okay, let us go to the first ingredient and the most important ingredient, that is the surfactants. As I said, the surfactants, there are two types of surfactants that I use. You have primary surfactants, okay, or principal surfactants, and you have secondary surfactants. Now, the primary surfactants, they provide the detergency and the foam, okay, whereas the secondary surfactants, they improve the detergency. So whatever detergency is there, okay, that is enhanced with the help of the secondary surfactants. They also increase the formability of your product, and apart from that, they also provide the air conditioning. Okay, now surfactants, you have already studied a lot. Just to tell you something brief about the surfactants, there are four types of surfactants. You have anionic surfactants, you have non-ionic surfactants, cationic surfactants, and amphibolites. Okay, now what are anionic surfactants? Anionic surfactants are the surfactants which are having negative charge onto their hydrophilic end. So this is the hydrophilic end. Any surfactants has two parts. Okay, surfactant is made up of two parts. You have an hydrophilic part and you have an hydrophobic part. Okay, so this is the whole surfactant. This whole surfactants is divided into two parts: a hydrophilic part and hydrophobic part. The hydrophilic part of an anionic surfactant consists of a negative charge. If we take a cationic surfactants, then the hydrophilic part of the cationic surfactant consists of positive charge. If you take amphoteric, okay, amphoteric consists of both charges. it consists of a positive as well as a negative charge. So both charges are present onto a amphoteric surfactants. Whereas if you take a non-ionic surfactants, these non-ionic surfactants do not possess any charge. They do not possess a ionic, they do not possess a negative as well as a positive charge. So this is how you classify the surfactants depending upon the charge that is present onto the hydrophilic end. If there is no charge, then it is non-ionic. If there is a negative charge, then it is anionic. If there is a positive charge, it is a cationic, and it contains both the charges, then it is known as amphoteric. Okay. Basically, anionic surfactants are having a very good foaming properties. Okay, and it is used as a very good detergent. But the only problem with anionic surfactant is it makes your hair very harsh, rough, dull, and frizzy. Okay, and it is prone to tangling. Hence, in such cases, what you require is the conditioners to be used in order to take care of this. Mostly the surfactants that are used in your shampoos are anionic kind of surfactants, and as they because they have a very good foaming property. Okay, they have very good foaming property also, and they have very good cleansing property also. Okay, but because of the negative charge that is present, okay, onto the hair, in the surfactants, in the ionic surfactants, okay, it makes your hair harsh, rough, dull, okay, and it also increases the volume of the hair. The volume of the hair, you will see that the hair becomes unmanageable. The volume of the hair, it increases. It is because of that only. But this negative charge also helps to give the superior foaming and cleansing property, okay, to the hair. Hence, these ionic surfactants are very widely used. If you take non-ionic surfactants, they have very good cleansing property, but they do not have sufficient foaming power. If you take cationic surfactants are toxic in nature, and as they are toxic in nature, hence they are not very widely used. But these cationic surfactants in a very low quantity as a positive charge. So this positive charge takes care of this negative charge, okay, that is present. This negative charge, because of this negative charge, the volume of the hair, it increases, okay, and the hair becomes unmanageable. So this negative charge is taken care by this positive charge, okay, and hence they usually act as the hair conditioner. They usually act as the secondary surfactants as the conditioners, okay. Then you have ampholytic surfactants or amphoteric surfactants. They basically are good surfactants, but they are very expensive in nature. Hence, they are usually used as secondary surfactants in a very small quantity. They also have a very good hair conditioning property. Okay. Moving ahead with the surfactants, how do the surfactants act basically? Okay. We are talking about the cleansing property of the surfactants. Now, what do the surfactants do is the surfactants, they have two ends, as I've told you. They have hydrophilic end also, and they have a hydrophobic end. Let us assume that this is water. Okay. And let us assume that this is oil. Okay. This is oil end and this is water end. So the surfactant is going to place itself in such a way that its hydrophobic end is near to the is aligned towards your hydrophilic, that is water, whereas hydrophobic tail is aligned towards oil. So if you have a oil droplet, okay, then what does the surfactant do is this surfactant, it aligns itself, okay, onto this, it forms a layer onto this, okay, whereby this part is your hydrophilic part, okay, which is aligned towards water, and the next part is a hydrophobic part. So this part, whatever is being shown, these are the tails. You can see these tails. They are aligned towards the oil, and it forms a layer around this. This surfactant is forming a layer around it, and it forms a micelle. If you see over here, it is forming a micelle. So this is the hair, right? On the head, you have oil. You add surfactant to it by adding the shampoo. This surfactant forms a layer around it in this way. Hydrophobic end towards the inside and hydrophilic end towards the water. It forms a micelles. And when you are adding, when you are now pouring water onto it, this oil is getting removed from your hair. Understood? This is how the surfactants act. Further, the second type of agents that are used are conditioning agent. As I told you that these surfactants, okay, you take surfactants, you take soap, okay. Now these are very harsh onto your skin, onto your body, because they are basically made up of alkaline agents. Either soap, if you take soap, then it is made up of alkali and some you can say some acid stearates, etc. And the combination of it, alkali and fatty acids, okay, they combine to form a soap. So it contains alkali. So that way also it is having problem. Okay, it is going to make your hair dry. It is going to cause irritation to your skin. So that problem is there. Apart from that, if you are using surfactants, as I told you earlier, the basic surfactant that you are using is anionic surfactants, okay, which is having negative charge. And this negative charge get attached to your to your hair shaft. Okay, so this is your cuticle. Your hair is divided into three parts. If you take a transverse section, then your hair is divided into three parts. It is divided into cuticle, cortex, and medulla. So this negative charge gets attached to this, a cuticle. And as the negative charge gets attached to the cuticle, hence you will see that this is before shampoo where the oil was present. After shampooing, the oil has been removed. So here you can see the oil gets removed. And this cuticle, okay, this hair shaft, it gets negative charge. And as it gets negative charge, you can see there is slight lifting of the hair, okay, after the washing takes place. So this is before the shampoo. Okay, after the shampoo, because of this negative charge, there is a little bit lifting of the hair, which we say that the hair becomes dry and non-manageable. Okay, so what we are trying to use is, we are trying to use the conditioning agent. What is the function of this conditioning agent? This conditioning agent makes your hair manageable. Okay, so now when you are applying the shampoo, when you are applying the surfactant, your hair becomes not manageable, because the volume of the hair, it increases. It becomes dry in nature. It is having some static properties. Electricity generation होता है ना उसमें. Okay, some current is getting generated inside it, because it is having a negative charge, right? There is a loss of gloss. There is a loss of softness into it. It becomes dry in nature. What does the conditioning agent do? It makes your hair manageable. It provides the gloss that is required. It makes your hair soft also, and it also provides the anti-static property to the hair. So these are the things that are provided by your conditioning agent. Now, Procter and Gamble was the first to introduce two-in-one shampoo conditioner. Okay, right, way back in 1987. What they at that time used was silicone, okay, also known as dimethicone. So dimethicone droplets was suspended inside the surfactant mixture. So you had surfactant mixture, and inside the surfactant mixture, dimethicone was introduced, okay, inside it. And this dimethicone inside the surfactant, okay, acted as a conditioner. So you had shampoo and two-in-one shampoo conditioner by Procter and Gamble way back in 1987. Okay. Now, whom are these conditioning agents? Very nowadays you have shampoo plus conditioner together. You have conditioners also separate. You have shampoo separate. You have conditioners separate. Now, for whom these conditioning agents are useful? Okay. Now, conditioning agents are basically useful who shampoo every day. So if you are going to shampoo every day, then your hair is going to become dry, the volume is going to increase, and they are not going, it is very difficult for you to manage those hair. Okay, for them this is very useful, who are shampooing continuously every day. Okay, it is also useful for the people who are having dry hair. It is also useful for the people who are having damaged hair, and it is also useful for the people whose hair are chemically treated. Okay, so it is useful for the people who shampoo daily, or those who have dry, damaged, and chemically treated hair. It is useful in cases like trichop. Okay, trichoptilosis is also known as hair. Okay, so trichoptilosis also, that is in case of split end, girls may be knowing very well, whereby the it is applied this trichoptilosis. This word has taken from the Greek word that is tricho, which means hair, Latin one which is tilosis, which means arrangement of feathers. So your hair gets arranged like feathers, whereby a hair is having two ends. Okay, so this is a hair which is having two ends. This is known as the split end. Hair is split into two, right, at the end. This case as trichoptilosis, and trichoptilosis also, these conditioning agents are very much useful. Most of the, if you see the conditioning agents, you are going to see the examples. Okay, they are basically derived from protein. It includes silk and animal protein. It includes glycerin, dimethicone, simethicone, phenylparidone, propylene glycol. You have egg derivatives. Then you have steralconium chloride. You have lanolin, mineral oil, herbal extracts. Okay, so you can see many of the conditioners, they are derived from protein, and as they are derived from protein, okay, they also, these conditioning agents also have one more function, that is strengthens the keratin. Okay, what is keratin? Now keratin is a protein which is present, which is a most important what you call that structure that is present inside the hair. Your hair is made up of keratin, okay, which is the protein. If you take your hair, if you take your nails, if you take your feathers, horns, scales, okay, calluses, they are all made up of keratin, okay, which protein, right? So what these conditioning agents which are made up of protein, what they also do is they also strengthen the keratin. Okay, now keratin is made up of disulfide bond. Okay, just to give you an idea about keratin, keratin is made up of disulfide bond. Now when you are using depilatories, अगर आपको मालूम होगा depilatories, you must have heard about. Okay, depilatories are the agents which are used to remove unwanted hair from the body, right? So when you are preparing depilatories, then what you are trying to do is you are trying to weaken this keratin protein. Okay, this keratin protein, this disulfide bond, you try to break. Sorry, you try to break this disulfide bond, and once you break this disulfide bond, the keratin that is present inside the hair, okay, gets weakened, and the hair gets removed in case of depilatories I am talking about. Okay, so depilatories उस तरह से act करता है. But if you want to strengthen your hair, okay, if you want to make your hair strong, if you want your hair should not fall, okay, you want to prevent the falling of hair, in that case what you are going to do is you are going to try to strengthen this keratin. Okay, got it? Understood? So your conditioning agents also, what they do is, one more thing that they do is that they strengthen the keratin, because most of the conditioners, they are derived from protein. Okay, I already talked about the examples of the conditioning agents. Now how these conditioning agents are acting. Okay, as I was talking about, these are the oils. You shampoo them. After shampooing, there is a negative charge which is derived from that anionic surfactants that gets attached to this cuticle. It gets attached to this hair shaft, and once it gets attached to the hair shaft, there is a little bit rise, okay, in the hair, okay, which makes the hair not manageable. So this is the case that is happening after the shampoo, whereby a negative charge is being attached. Okay, now what you are doing is you are adding another surfactant, that is the conditioner. Conditioner is also a surfactant, but it is having a positive charge. Okay, so this positive charge nullifies this negative charge, and the hair which were lifted over here, you can see the hair that were lifted over here, now they again come down to its normal position. They become soft and they retain its they again become manageable. if you see the difference between the surfactant that is used for removal of dirt and the surfactants that are used in conditioner, surfactants that are used in shampoo, okay, in order to remove the dirt are short in length, okay, and as they are short in length, they get easily washed off. You must have seen once you are shampooing it, it gets easily washed off. But there is a negative charge, okay, that is getting attached, which which is good for washing. It removes the etc., but it lifts the cuticle slightly, so it is lifting the cuticle slightly. Whereas if you take the surfactant that are there in conditioner, they are long in length, okay. You must have definitely applied conditioners after shampooing. If not, then try this Sunday. Use a shampoo separately, use a conditioner separately, okay, and then you will find that the conditioner, the shampoos, they are very easy to remove, whereas you will find that the conditioner, they do not get easily removed from the surface of the hair, okay. The reason being because they are very long in length. Surfactants are long in length, and they are having positive charge, as I told you, and this positive charge corrects the negative charge that is been generated because of shampooing, that is there because of the shampooing, okay. And thereby your hair, they comes to the normal position, okay. The whatever lifting has been taken place, okay, that lift is getting removed, okay, and comes to the normal position, right? So this is how the conditioners are acting. I hope you have understood it. Did you understand the what you call that role of conditioners and the surfactants? Everybody? Anybody has not understood? Okay, fine, fine, fine. Then let us move ahead. Uh, with the third. You are able to hear me, na? Nobody answered in the chat box. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible? Okay, okay, fine, fine, good. Nobody answered in the chat box, so I thought, ki, kya hua? Yeah. Now, the third, after the surfactants, after the conditioning agents, the next agent that are being used are the foaming agents. Okay. Now, as I talked about the foaming agents earlier, so that foaming agent basically gives a satisfaction to the customer. A customer always feel कि जितना ज़्यादा foam produce होगा, okay, the quantity of foam is directly related to the cleansing property, which is a myth, okay. Foaming and cleansing doesn't go hand in hand, okay. But definitely one thing is truth. It is a myth that the product which foams cleans better, okay. This is a myth, but there is another truth that lies into it. That is that this foam helps the spread of detergent onto the hair and to the scalp, okay. So the spreading of detergent onto the hair and onto the scalp is promoted because of the foaming. What does this agent do? They introduce gas bubble into water, okay. And as they introduce gas bubble into water, so you see a lot of foam getting produced, which satisfies the customer's psychology, okay. The foam boosters, example of foam boosters are cocoa diethanol amide that can be used, okay. It is very useful in order to help the commercial success of your shampoo. Another important thing you have to remember is many a times you have been told that shampoo twice. Okay, the one of the reason why you are told to shampoo twice is because sebum, okay, that is present, that is the oil that has been created by your body. Sebum, it usually inhibits the bubble formation. Okay, therefore you will find that in the first shampoo, when a lot of sebum, lot of is present, the foaming property is not that much, okay. Whereas the same shampoo, if you apply after the first rinsing of your shampoo, after application of your first shampoo, that is in second shampooing, you will always find the foaming is been enhanced, because in the first shampooing the sebum gets removed, and as the sebum gets removed, the foaming property it increases, okay. The next ingredients that are used are thickening agents. Thickening agents increases the viscosity of the preparation. Usually the consumers, if you see, again they relate the quality of your product, quality of your shampoo with consistency. They say thicker the shampoo, okay, better is the quality. That is what they relate to. Hence, in order to enhance the customer psyche, okay, in order to satisfy the need of the customer, thickening agents have been added. Examples of thickening agents that electrolyte, for example, NH4Cl or NaCl, natural gums, for example, gum karaya, tragaga, and alginates can be added. You can add cellulosic derivatives, that are the polymers like HEC, HPMC, methyl cellulose, and many other polymers. You can add carboxyvinyl polymers, for example, carbopol 934. You can add other agents, for example, polyvinyl pyridone, phosphate esters. These all can be added in order to enhance the viscosity. Needless to say that these thickening agents has no effect on the cleansing property of your hair. Then the next agent that have been added are opacifying agent. Many a times the customers, they don't want the what called that shampoo to be transparent or translucent in nature. Okay, so they want the transparent or translucent cosmetic formulation to make what you call that non-light penetrable. Okay, to make it for making it opacifying, so that it does not remain clear. What we are adding is the opacifying agent. This opacifying agent also sometimes gives a pearlescent kind of a look to the shampoo, which again improves the acceptance of the cosmetic preparation. Okay, so this opacifying agent basically gives the product a pleasant, luxurious, creamy appearance. Okay, and the opacifying agents that I use are glycol distearate. In shampoos are glycol distearate, propylene glycol, magnesium, calcium, and zinc salts of stearic acid, spermaceti. Okay, so these are the different opacifying agents that can be used, which basically makes the transparent product non-transparent in nature. Okay, then another very important agent that has been added into your shampoo are sequestering agent. Okay, now India is made up of villages, as you very well know, and in villages what is present is hard water. Okay, now when the hard water, it basically consists of calcium and magnesium. If you take hard water, it consists of ions, and the most important ions that are present are calcium and magnesium ion. When this calcium or magnesium ion, they react with the soap, okay, water soap, they are sodium stearate. Okay, so this is the sodium ion, and this is the stearate ion. So these are sodium stearate. Now this sodium stearate soap, when they come in contact with hard water, which is containing calcium, this calcium replaces the sodium. Okay, it replaces the sodium that is present in sodium stearate, that is in the soap, and it forms calcium stearate. So this is the new compound that is formed, calcium stearate. These calcium stearate are known as insoluble soaps, or they are also known as scums. Okay, so in order to avoid this, in order to avoid the formation of insoluble soap or scum, now what do the insoluble soap or scum do? They do not form foam. They do not have much of the cleansing action. Okay, so the cleansing action is also getting lost, and also the foaming property is getting lost because of the presence of these ions, that is calcium and magnesium ions, inside the hard water. So in order to take care of this calcium inside the hard water, what we are adding is sequestering agent or chelating agent. This chelating agent or sequestering agent, that is EDTA, etc. Okay, disodium EDTA. This disodium EDTA reacts with calcium. Okay, and it forms a complex with calcium. So this calcium is now not present, which was earlier present in hard water, is now not present. And hence, because it has formed a complex, is not free to react, because it has formed the complex with disodium EDTA. And as it has formed the complex with disodium EDTA, and as it is not free now to react with the sodium stearate, this sodium stearate is not converted into calcium stearate. So this reaction, okay, which is going to take place in the presence of in the absence of the sequestering agent, does not now take place. Okay, so this reaction is getting blocked, and as this reaction is getting blocked, so insoluble soap or soap scums are not getting formed, and a good amount of cleansing property is seen with your shampoo. Okay, so once again to repeat, shampoo consists of your sequestering agent. These sequestering agent, just for an example, like disodium EDTA, okay, polyphosphates, etc., they chelate, okay, they react with the calcium and magnesium that are present in your hard water, okay, and as they react with the calcium and magnesium present in your hard water, therefore this calcium does not react with your sodium stearate soap to form calcium stearate, which is known as a scum. Okay, these soaps come also, I told you, they do not have very good cleansing property, they do not have very good foaming property. Okay, at the same time, these soaps come may also cause itching, as well as it may also cause dull hair, and it may also aggravate the symptoms of seborrheic dermatitis. Okay, so these are the problems with the soap scum, and this soap scum formation is prevented by the presence of your sequestering agent, which are also known as chelating agent. So this is another component that is present in your shampoo, that is sequestering agent. The another ingredients that are present inside your shampoo are pH adjusters. Now, if you see your hair shaft is having a pH. The hair shaft is the upper part of the hair that is present above the skin, as I told you earlier. So hair shaft is having a pH of near about 3.67. And if you see the scalp over here, it is having the pH of near about 5.5. So your hair shaft is having the pH of near about 3.67. Scalp is having the pH of near about 5.5. So it is near about, you can say, in the acidic range. Okay, weakly acidic or inside the acidic range. Whereas if you take your soaps, if you take your detergents, they are mostly alkalizers. Okay, which causes the swelling of hair shaft that we have seen earlier. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to adjust the pH of your shampoo, which will be near to the pH of the scalp, that is near about 5.5. Okay, basically, if you are using the shampoo for the treatment of scalp, then definitely pH should not be higher than 5.5. And also, as the hair shaft is having the pH of 3.67, your scalp is having the pH of 5.5. Hence, and your detergent is little bit alkaline in nature. Hence, you are adding pH adjustment, which is going to make your pH near to the pH of your scalp by addition of glycolic acid or by addition of your citric acid, so that the pH becomes approximately 5 to 5 of your shampoo. Many a time there are shampoos which are not acidic in pH, but they are neutral in pH. They are also known as neutral pH shampoos. Basically, whenever your hair are chemically treated, or if you have applied a permanent dye, or you have done permanent waving, in such cases neutral pH shampoos are preferred. Okay, so you add pH adjusters in order to make the pH as neutral in certain cases, or to make the pH as acidic in certain cases. Okay, so in this way you add pH adjusters, and the pH adjusters that are added are glycolic acid and citric acid, because usually detergents are alkali in nature, so you are adding acids in order to adjust the pH. Okay, going ahead, the last ingredient that you are going to add are the preservatives. We have talked a lot about preservatives when we talked about your what you call that other cosmetics. We have talked about your preservatives in your sterile preparations also. And the preservatives that are used, they are basically used to prevent the decomposition of your product. Your preservatives are added to prevent the decomposition of your shampoo. The preservatives that are used are sodium benzoate, your methyl paraben, propyl paraben, disodium EDTA, cotinium, okay, methyl isothiazone, okay. So these are the different preservatives that can be added in order to prevent the degradation of your shampoo, in order to make your shampoo stable for a longer period of time, so that there is no microbial contamination inside your shampoo. For this reason, preservatives can be added. Now, there are some other additives also, special additives that can be added. For example, you can add anti-dandruff agent. If you are having some dandruff inside your head and you want to make anti-dandruff shampoo, then you can add anti-dandruff agent. Just for example, selenium sulfide. Okay. Then some of the antibiotics. Okay. These are also been added in order to prepare an anti-dandruff shampoo. You can add sunscreen agents inside the shampoo, so that your hair did not get affected because of the UV radiation. Some vitamins like vitamins and provitamins can be added. Vitamin E many times is been added because it gives strength to your hair. Okay. Then botanicals have been added nowadays. For example, tea tree oil, etc. They've been added because it again gives the strength to the preparation. Beer many a time has been added in order to enhance the cleansing property also, in order to enhance the foaming property, and also in order to give the strength to your hair. But these are mostly used for marketing purposes, okay, these types of things. Because the contact time, if you see, of your shampoo with your hair, of these ingredients, if you take vitamins, provitamins, botanicals, your sunscreen agents, okay, now the time of contact of your these preparations, special additives, with your hair is for a very short period of time, maybe for 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Even if you keep for shampoo for a period of time, you're going to keep it for 2 minutes. Okay. So the contact time of your shampoo with the scalp or the hair is very short. And it is very difficult to expect the benefit out of these ingredients, okay, in a very short period of time. But definitely it adds to the marketing gimmicks, and it helps in the sale of the product. Okay. Now let us go to the shampoo. Sorry, let us go to the formula of your shampoo. This formula I have taken, this is the reference from which I have taken these formulas. Okay. Let us see the first normal shampoo formula. It consists of diluent, which is water. It consists of a coloring agent, okay, in a very small quantity, because colors are not that much important in your shampoo. It consists of a sequestering agent, as I told you, to take care of the calcium and magnesium that is present inside the hard water, sodium EDTA, that is being used as a sequestering agent. Then you have the two important components. You have the primary surfactant, okay, which is ammonium lauryl sulfate, which is near about 28% of ammonium lauryl sulfate. The percentage is used is near about 32%. Then you have secondary surfactant, which is SLS, that is sodium lauryl sulfate. Okay, the percentage that is used is near about 4%. It is basically going to, this secondary surfactant is basically going to act as your conditioning agent. Then you have foam stabilizers, okay, and thickening agent. Then you have added for fragrances, preservative, pH adjusters, and the again you have added the thickening agent. Foam stabilizers and thickening agents have been added. Okay, the quantities given over here. Please go through these quantities, because in the next slide I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, when I'm going to open the next slide. So kindly go through this table properly. Okay. Now the procedure is very easy. The manufacturing procedure is very easy. You are going to mix item one in the. You are going to take item one, that is the water inside the container. You are going to heat the water to near about 45 degrees Celsius. After heating the water to 45 degrees Celsius, you are going to add the coloring agent, and you are going to add the sequestering agent, that is disodium EDTA. So item 2 and 3 are going to add. After that, you are going to add your primary surfactant and you are going to add your secondary surfactant along with your foam stabilizers to it. So slowly and slowly, one ingredient you are going to add. After adding the items in water from 2 to 6, now what you are going to do is you are going to cool the batch. After cooling the batch to 25 degrees Celsius, then you are going to add your fragrance, you are going to add the preservative, and then you are going to add your pH adjuster and thickening agent. After adjusting your pH adjuster, you are going to check whether the pH is in the range of 5 to 5.5. Okay, that you are going to check. Okay, you are going to check for the pH and then you are going to check for the viscosity, and then you are going to adjust the pH and viscosity with the pH adjuster and the thickening agent as per your requirement. And finally, your batch is going to be prepared. This is how you do the manufacturing. This is the formula for normal shampoo, and this is the procedure how you are going to prepare the normal shampoo. Moving ahead, now this is the formula for normal shampoo. This is the formula for voluminizing shampoo. Okay, so what is the difference between, I want to ask you, you have seen the formula for normal shampoo, and this is the formula for your voluminizing shampoo. Just check the formula, the earlier formula and this formula, and tell me what is the difference and why. Anybody can open the mic and tell me the answer. Okay, but please I am expecting the answer. इसका मतलब मैंने जो भी आप अभी तक एटलीस्ट थोड़ा तो भी आपको समझा. This is the normal shampoo formula. Just see the quantity, just see the ingredients and the quantities. Okay, the ingredients are the same, the quantity is different. Okay, have you seen this properly? Now check this. What is the difference and why? ये मैं कहाँ पे रखूँ इसको? Yeah, can you tell me the difference? What is the difference? Anybody please open the mic. You have seen this? Okay, again I'll show you this. What is the difference? Fast. In the thickener, okay. In the primary surfactant value, surfactant, okay. Surfactant is the right answer. Okay. Now, if you see the surfactant over here, the quantity of surfactant, primary surfactant over here is 32%. Okay. And the diluent is near about 54%. Right? Whereas, if you see over here, the diluent has been reduced to 10%. मतलब water का quantity उन्होंने reduce किया है. Whereas, the quantity of the primary surfactant, okay, it has been increased. That has been made to 42%. Here it was 32%. Okay, if you see over it is 32%. Whereas over here, it is near about 42%. What must be the reason? Surfactant is right answer. What is the reason? The quantity of primary surfactant is right. Now you have to tell me what is the reason why the quantity of primary surfactant is high over here than the earlier one. Anybody who can open the mic and tell me the answer? मतलब ये समझेगा कि मैं जब अब तक जो बोल रहा था आपको थोड़ा सा बहुत समझ में आ रहा है. फास्ट. No. अरे यार.
If there is surfactant, then more amount of dirt will be removed.
Okay. हाँ. बराबर है. Just see the name of this. This name is normal shampoo. The name is voluminizing shampoo. Anything that you can guess from that?
Is the volume of the dust that is removed.
Volume of the dust. Okay.
Dirt, yeah.
No. Volumizing shampoo, the name suggests that the volume of the hair is going to increase. It is going to increase volume of the hair. Hence, it is volumizing shampoo. Okay. And why does the volume of the hair increase? Because the primary surfactant is high over here, 42%. 10% ज्यादा है. अगर वॉल्यूम 10% से ज्यादा है, इसका मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? What is going to happen? The negative charge is going to increase. If the negative charge increases onto your hair shaft, then what is going to happen? The volume of the hair are going to get lifted up. Okay. If the hair gets lifted up, then what is going to happen? The volume of the hair, you will find that it has been increased. And hence it is known as the volumizing shampoo. Okay. So this is the normal shampoo, which is containing 32% of the surfactant, primary surfactant, whereas this is volumizing shampoo, which is containing about 42% of the surfactant, and as 42% of the surfactants are being present, and therefore the negative charge is going to get applied onto your hair on a larger quantity. Hence, it is going to increase the volume of your hair, and hence it is known as the volumizing shampoo. Okay, got it? Understood? Yeah. Okay. Moving ahead to the next type of shampoo is the baby shampoo. If you see over here, the surfactants, again, they are different. The surfactants that were used in the earlier shampoo and the surfactants that are used over here are different. The surfactants that are used over here are a little bit less irritant to your eyes and to your skin because it is used in case of the baby product. Okay. Hence, different kind of surfactants are used over here. Next is this is one of the marketed preparation in which these are the ingredients that are present. That, for example, water is present. You have sodium lauryl sulfate. You have sodium lauryl sulfate. You have cocamide. Okay. Then you have zinc carbonate, glycol stearate, dimethicone, fragrance, alcohol. Okay. Then magnesium sulfate, sodium benzoate, magnesium carbonate, ammonium lauryl sulfate. Okay. So a combination of products are present inside this, right? And they have also given the reason for present of each of the product. So what are the different products that are present inside head and shoulder shampoo? There are near about 22 ingredients that are present inside this hair and shoulder shampoo, and the reason for each ingredient, what is the reason for presence of each ingredient, has been given over. As per your to do is, you are going to read this chart very properly. I'm going to share this chart. You are going to read each and every ingredient, and you are going to read what are the reasons for adding of this ingredient. Okay.